Imagine this. One of the most unequal countries in the world investing more time, money, and effort in a dying industry instead of preparing for change. Oh, wait.
We don't have to imagine it. That's South Africa. We hate to admit it, but we have a problem. And that problem is fossil fuels.
Currently, 86% of South Africa's energy is generated from coal-fired power, and less than 20% of that is going to our homes. So much for power to the people.
Now we admit, coal has been central to South Africa's development, historically providing many jobs. It has also fed other sectors, such as petrochemical development and electricity generation. But in acknowledging the good, we have to acknowledge the bad.
The coal industry has been known for destruction, for our health, weakened communities, environmental destruction, and so much more. For example, 2,200 South Africans die every year because of coal pollution.
South Africa is the 12th largest greenhouse gas emitter in the world. In Africa, the biggest. This is contributing to climate change in terrible ways, causing extreme weather events such as fires, floods, and droughts.
This is a major impact on people's health and livelihoods. We can't deny that this is mostly because of 85% of South Africa's carbon emissions being from coal-fired power.
There's a big need for us to move away from a coal-dependent energy system.
But what about the jobs? Sorry, what about the jobs? What about imisebenzi?
Look, it's no secret that coal has been a vital part of our economy for decades. But the industry is failing, with investments dropping by 10% each year since 2009. Currently, the coal value chain in South Africa employs about 120,000 people. However, every 10 years, about 20,000 jobs will be lost. We also know that 50% of South Africa's coal power plants will be retired by 2040, with nearly all coal plants to close in the 2050s.
And as I said, those decades of economic contribution by the coal industry have also been decades of destruction. For our health, weakened communities and destroyed environments, and so much more.
It is an open secret that we need to aggressively invest in renewable energy sources like solar and wind, and urgently. We are sitting on a goldmine of climate jobs, but the government is too busy digging for coal.
But what are climate jobs?
Climate jobs are decent people-driven jobs that reduce the causes of climate change. Research suggests that about 1 million climate jobs can be brought forward in the first phase of a move away from coal. These aren't just a pipe dream. The renewable energy sector alone could create 150,000 direct and permanent jobs in the next decade if we invest and commit to at least 50% renewable energy. Ecosystem restoration could provide 400,000 jobs, securing water access and restoring damaged rivers and wetlands. The housing and construction sector could create 250,000 jobs by building energy-efficient and low-cost housing. This is already far more than the jobs in the coal value chain.
And that's why we need to switch to renewable energy. Create jobs, save the planet. But it's not as simple as 1, 2, 3. But there are a lot of opportunities here.
But the majority of these coal mines are located in the Mpumalanga province, and specifically in the 4 municipalities of Emalahleni, Steve Tshwete, Sukalingwa, and Govenbeki. What about their jobs?
Most people living in coal-affected areas are not even able to get jobs in the coal industry, and many are too sick to do so because of pollution. A shift away creates potential for healthier job creation sectors like renewable energy manufacturing, installation, and maintenance, mine rehabilitation, and more. And these are jobs that could access general unemployment, not just jobs in the coal industry.
Exactly. And let's not forget about the infrastructure projects that will be needed to support this transition. Building new roads, new railways, and public transport systems that work, which will benefit all of us and improve our quality of life.
Okay, but what about the people that are already working in the coal mine industry? Will they lose their job overnight? What about their jobs?
We're not suggesting shutting down coal power plants overnight. Of course, there will be a transition period. We firstly need to stop building any new coal and then look to transitioning away from the existing and unreliable, polluting, expensive coal infrastructure.
But with proper planning and investment in retraining programs and social grants, we can ensure that no one is left behind. We can create a just transition, a move away from coal and other fossil fuels towards renewable energy, leaving no one behind.
Make no mistake, stopping new coal does not threaten current jobs in the coal industry. And moving away from coal altogether can create an opportunity for more just equitable and greener jobs to be created.
It's an opportunity for South Africa to embrace and embody justice.
Wait. I get it now. We're acting as though people calling for a move away from coal are the ones that are advocating for greater unemployment, while the national youth unemployment is at 45%.
Exactly. Coal towns account for 2% of the national population and 3% of national employment. So we should all be asking the government, what about the jobs?